What is up guys, Vortex here, and today I'm back with some more gameplay from my locals. I decided to play a couple different people at the locals this week. Still playing the MetalGaruru, but my opponent is playing something that I wasn't expecting really, which was DexDorugoramon, I believe it is. It doesn't play the Alphamon, like the X antibodies tend to show up in the Alphamon lists, but this is just a pure DexDorugoramon, which I thought was pretty cool. But anyways, I start off, I get a Gabu, and then I go for the Gabumon Tamer to see if I can get any Tamer, and then he plays Cool Boy, and then he has the option to get anything basically because everything is X antibody, which is something I actually didn't realise at the time. And so it goes to my turn, and I swing, and then I get the worst luck that I could have got, which was literally finding a free cost tamer and even getting some more search. And this person was doing some testing. Didn't play the deck before, so he hasn't got any sleeves for this deck, but seeing the old art in that without a sleeve hurts, I can't lie. But I'm basically forced to go into the Garurumon here. It really sucks, but I do need to do that. He pushes up his Doru, and then he goes into the X antibody version. He draws, and then I believe he's going to Cool Boy and draw and gain additional memory. I was helping out this game because he didn't really fully understand the cards. I believe he could have discarded a card to gain a memory, and he would also get retaliation and blocker, I believe. And so he goes to a level 5, puts something underneath it, another DexDorugoramon, I believe. So now it has potentially +2 security attack. And then he passes his turn by playing into the Kota. I think this was a misplay on his behalf. I think if he swings into my Gabumon, I'm kind of in a bad spot. It really depends on what I basically play off this, but I could be in such a worse position here. And so I'm going to promote, and then I'm going to play Cool Boy because I believe I have the level 4X antibody anyways, but I found level 5X antibody, which was very important to me. And so I'm going to go into the level 4X anti here, draw additional card, gain a memory. So I'm still plussing, but as you see, I've only got 2 memory, so I can't actually go into the Were Garuru. So he wouldn't actually be punished in this situation. Well, actually, maybe he would have been. I go for security again. It doesn't die again, which is kind of surprising. And then I decide to go into the... this was a misplay, I believe it was. I wanted to go into something for 2 just to get an additional draw because I was going to pass to him anyways with free cost. So I didn't mind giving him 4 here, so I played the hero here. And so I passed the turn here. I just wanted to get the free memory because this is what this deck requires. It's just the next turn guarantee for Were Garuru, otherwise you ain't getting anywhere basically. So this one cost 1 to go in. He should be able to draw and discard a card. So he discards a card, he gains a memory. But I was telling him about the interaction here, basically. Like he can Cool Boy, basically, because I know sometimes people get confused about the fact that what is it that Cool Boy only says like X antibody in its name, but it actually says it in its traits, so perfectly fine here. And then I think he again plays very interestingly. So he doesn't have the X antibody or doesn't have the Dex, the Dorugray. Darugomon, I think. I can't remember the level 6 is, but he's doing pretty well. He's set up, but I think he's going to swing at security. He gets additional DP here and 2 checks. And then I believe, yeah, I get the Omnimon straight away, which is really unfortunate basically for him. I feel like he should have played it a little bit more safely. I think if he was to get rid of my Garuru X antibody, he would be in such a better position because then I don't have a level 5 to go into. Basically have to wait a whole other 2 turns basically to make any action. he decides to go into the level 3 here to get some more searches. And I didn't even realize at the time, but it actually says that you can just do that. So I was like, damn, fair play, I guess. Now he's considering what he wants to do, and he just goes into the blocker. I had to check with this one, I believe, because I thought it says like this just becomes a blocker, but it's if you have another card with X antibody, it becomes a blocker. So I hatch. I then go into the Gabu. I pretty much like got all my hands set up, I believe, at this point. So I go into the Garuru here to draw. And I believe this is where I start doing a lot of action. So now I'm just like thinking about the order of my play. So I swing, I give it an extra 2k, so it should be fine. It's 8k, it unsuspends itself. I'm considering if I want to go for the next attack. I want to play it safe, but I feel like being aggressive here just nets me the game here. So I then go into the X antibody for free, get an additional memory from Callboy and Drawing, and returning the blocker. So basically he has no field, he doesn't have anything in his eggs, so he goes for the final swing. It is a code UG, I believe it is. I can't remember the guy's name, but I think here I made a misplay because I feel like, oh no, I didn't make a misplay. Okay, so I didn't have enough cards in hand to make it go back to 0 basically, so just passed it with 3. And I think at this point like he can't really do that much to this stack unless he's playing like a really like powerful card that I just don't know that X antibody has. It plays around Congo, it plays around a lot of things, so he's going to play this guy to discard 1 to draw 2. And I think at this point my opponent kind of knows that there isn't really much he can do because he has to basically provide a blocker, and this is a card that I didn't see before basically. So it allows him to play, I believe, allows you to digivolve into a guy and then trash the remaining, and then you get to put one underneath it, I believe. I'd never seen this card before in my life, so I was like, oh damn, pretty cool. But yeah, he's just, to be fair, like he was actually like probably his best chance. He missed up on timings, I think, though, because he could, I think when digivolving, he blocks and then I swing for game. So go straight into game 2. Alright, and now we get into game 2, and you know, like my opponent's deck is actually quite interesting. He was telling me quite a lot about it, and like how he like homebrewed it. He had to rush it all together. That's why he doesn't have sleeves in this game, obviously. And I was kind of like intrigued because there was actually like a lot of hidden like synergies that I didn't like notice the first time round. But he gets level 3. I get the good start of getting Callboy and Gabumon in play. He gets a Kota, so he hands me to 3. And then I start my turn. I promote and I play another Callboy, which is really clutch in this situation because it allows me to get the level 4, which is something that I desperately needed. And as you saw on the other turn, I also got the Gabumon. So I get to search and draw 2 additional cards and gain 2 memory, which means I can basically go into the level 5 this turn, and I believe that is what I am going to do because this is just like so much more advantage. It's the reason why I'm actually like tempted to play more Callboy in this deck. So I have the Gabumon for 1, and then I go into the Garuru X antibody, and then I go into the Garuru to end off the turn, giving him 3. So at this point, I'm in a really, really strong position. Basically, just seeing what my opponent can do, and as he isn't pushing up, I'm going to assume he doesn't have much of a choice. And this is one of the unique interactions I actually didn't know about Callboy. I thought Callboy just said it had to add a card called X antibody, because that's the main mechanic of this set. But it actually just says X antibody in its traits, which means for DexDorugoramon, you can actually search quite a lot of interesting cards. So I was surprised about that, quite frankly. So I'll swing into the Garuru, 1 check, and then I get to unsuspend. I then swing again, do another check. I'm all good really here because nothing can really stop me. I then go into the Garuru X antibody, and yeah, more swings. We love more swings, so we'll go for another 2 security checks. And oh, this is an interesting one. So it allows you to add just, I believe, like an X antibody card as the security effect. It doesn't use its main effect, which is probably really good in this situation. But he gets to trash the rest of the cards and adds another guy. And he does another swing because I have security attack +1. And now I'm thinking about what I would like to do in this situation. So I go into the MetalGaruru. I'm showing my opponent the cards I have, just to be fair. So I go to 2 again. I then digivolve into, obviously, the MetalGaruru X antibody, draw effect to unsuspend itself, swing its security, and then unfortunately, oh, in this game I actually don't have it. I forgot. My bad. But allows me to just basically play another Gabumon, and I think this game is just completely locked up at this situation. I'm not too sure how I can lose in this situation. It'd have to be like something really bad. But yeah, so he goes into Dory Grey, I believe it is. He's going to put that underneath him so he gives himself blocker, I believe. He's going to draw an additional card. For obviously digivolving into it. He's considering what he wants to do for his next play. Considering more. And he decides to risk it all, basically. And he does find the actual target here. But unfortunately, as it doesn't have the one below it, underneath it, it doesn't get the effect. But it allows you to put another one underneath it. He's going to put Tapirmon, but obviously that's not a valid target. So yeah, he puts 1k DP defender in, basically. And then, unfortunately, I have to turn the news that I unsuspend, I return it back to hand, and then I swing for game.